Have you all heard the story about this motherfucker?
No.
Guys, you all know who this is? Do you know who he is?
He's the guy that passed away? No. He's the guy from the Get Out.
Yes, he's the guy from Get Out. Not only is he from Get Out, he's also was in Nope. He was in Black Panther.
Yeah, that too.
Okay.
Those two I know him from.
Okay. Let's watch this. Okay. Dude, this is the wildest fucking shit ever. Listen to this fucking story. That's his name, Daniel Kaluuya. Okay.
This post received over 23 million views in a few days, leaving people to ask, what's the cult? What happened to Daniel Kaluuya, and is he coming back? Born on February 24th, 1989, Daniel Kaluuya grew up with his mom and sister on a council estate in Camden Town, London. His dad lived in Malawi, and they didn't have contact until he was 14. By 2006, Daniel got his first credited TV role, playing Reese in a show called Shoot the Messenger. Not long after, he got a lot.
Okay, hold on. I didn't realize he was a child star too.
Yeah. So let me just so we could skip forward, right? Mm-hmm. He started off doing child acting, and then he went into theater. Yes. And then he was on this famous British show called Skins or something like that.
Yes, it's a very famous.
And he actually wrote some of the fucking episodes and shit like that.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. Okay. And then so just telling you, and Skins have a bunch of famous people in it because it has series. Nick the dude who was in Mad Max, Nick, whatever his name is, the dude from Slumdog Millionaire. Like, I want to show you the cast of this shit. He was in Sakara. That dude was in it. Okay. They're just showing you some of the actors in it. You know. Mm-hmm. I just want to show you. This dude was in it. You know who that is, right? No. Yeah, you know him, man. He's in Superman right now.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't go see that.
Ah, fuck. No, you would know him. This just
not him.
But all these guys were in the show. He was in fucking Mad Max. I'm trying to get the thing to play.
Anna Murray and Joe Dempsey both had roles in Game of Thrones.
That's how I know
Slumdog Millionaire and The Last Airbender, and Carlos Scodelario in Maze Runner. But Daniel Kaluuya, Joe Dempsey both compared.
I try to show. Anyway,
you want to know why he's in a cult now?
In Black Mirror.
Okay, and then he was in He did Black Mirror, right? He did Skins, the original Euphoria.
That's what I've heard. I have never started Skins, but the ravings it got. Like, people raved.
So he did Black Mirror, and Jordan Peele saw him in Black Mirror, right? Mm-hmm. And so Jordan Peele saw him in Black Mirror, and then gave him Get Out, and he won all kinds of awards, right? Yeah. Then he went on and he did the Black Judas or some shit like that, right? Okay. And he got an Academy Award for that shit. I was going to say, that
seems like a fun, he was good in Get Out.
Right, he got an Academy Award for that shit, right? Okay.
Pedro Pascal.
They just telling you like he was like Pedro Pascal. He was everywhere, okay? Mm-hmm.
Daddy.
Okay. So anyway, let's take it from here.
From 2021, instead of chasing every blockbuster or franchise like other actors might, he shifted more to creating and producing and directing. Firstly, he co-founded 59% Productions, a name which comes from the stat that 59% of Black Britons felt misrepresented by British media. Next, Jordan Peele announced another sci-fi horror film, Nope, which Daniel Kaluuya would again star in alongside Keke Palmer. Due to conflicts with other schedules, he sacrificed revisiting his role in Black Panther 2 to star in Nope instead. The film was met with positive reviews again. When it came out, I went to the cinema, I watched it, I liked it.
I didn't like it that much.
And I don't give a...
This movie fucking sucked.
I didn't get it either.
However, he wasn't in the headlines for his role in the movie. He was in the headlines for his personal life. Multiple sources from the set of Nope claimed that working with Kaluuya on this movie was different to Get Out, and that was all because of one person. In 2022, he fired his longtime agents at CAA, dropped his publicist, stylist, and all of these firings were rumoured to be demands of his new personal manager, the Air Holiness. Yeah, I'm not making that up, that's her actual name. Or her real name, Vanilla Salema Mahmood. She was a self-proclaimed spiritual advisor and life strategist. She also described herself as the head mistress for the international alma mater, Blessed University, and just a spiritual gangster serving a life sentence in a human body.
That's crazy.
I emphasize, this is alleged. She was first introduced to Daniel through a makeup artist who was some sort of crystals guru. He would allegedly fly her to LA from Vegas every week for spiritual healing, mental exercising, and a diet of herbal supplements. There are many actors and artists in Hollywood who work with spiritual advisors and use them for guidance and support, but him leaving his agency and his publicist.
That's kind of weird, yeah.
Thing.
CAA, dog.
Weird.
CAA is crazy, yeah.
Claim that Air Holiness.
CAA, guys, is the biggest of the big.
It's ironic.
Yeah, that's the dudes who represent like dudes like Tom Cruise. I know he was with them for a while. Probably like Ryan Reynolds. Like, you know, like real heavy hitters. CAA.
Makes sense.
Creative Artist Agency.
Was on set with him and heavily involved in decisions, with some staff saying all communication with Kaluuya had to go through her. There were reportedly multiple blow-ups and production people were afraid of her. It certainly sounds like she does have a BS in holistic health and paraphysics science.
That's great.
Whole steaming heap of BS. Of all the celebrities to get tangled up in this, I would have put him way down at the bottom of the list. He's always struck me as a sharp, humble guy who has his wits about him and is way more grounded than most of his counterparts. Very weird. Reminds me what happened to Lauryn Hill with Brother Anthony. Back in 2022, the Hollywood Reporter directly asked him for an answer, and he told the Hollywood Reporter, "It showed me that I was in a paradigm of fame. An unnamed, unverified source has more credibility than what is actually said and the truth of the situation." Like, wow, so a bunch of people decided it's happening, then it's happened. And it's like, well, that's not what happened. A lot of these stories are just about journalists being perplexed about things, and then that's the story. I understand. I just find it odd because everyone's different. And the Air Holiness, she also responded at the time saying that everything was completely false. She also said that Daniel Kaluuya had some problems with people in his business and he fired them. She said she doesn't know why they got fired and that she wasn't involved with them getting fired, alleging that she never met any of these people. Everything just seemed a little off with not much explanation. So I did ask Daniel Kaluuya for a comment, and no, I'm just joking.
Yeah, I was going to say
10,000 subs. I think I've got some sort of pull like that. If you subscribe to the channel, help my subscribers get up, you never know. And if you hit subscribe, I promise to you, I will never join a cult ever, allegedly. Whatever dynamic Daniel Kaluuya and Air Holiness had in 2022 seems to be over. As of March 2025, he signed with WME Management and continues to be represented by B-Side Management. So whether it's just a bizarre management experiment gone wrong, or maybe something deeper, no, that's something deeper, dude. Involved are really ever gonna know the truth. But a speculation like this doesn't really come out of thin air, and the irony was Daniel Kaluuya's breakout film was a film with themes about hypnosis and control, leading to fans saying that he was now in the sunken place. In January 2024, the film he co-wrote and directed, The Kitchen, would release on Netflix. Later in October 2024, a statue was erected in London to honour his role in Get Out.
How does it feel to have your work recognised in this way?
Just like beyond imagining, just a blessing. Do you know what I'm saying? I just feel like, you know, you work hard, you put your head down, you just do what you feel is right, and just hope that it impacts and touches people. It's not like this is amazing.
And during all this time, the cult conspiracies were mainly just Hollywood whispers. It's not like these rumours had been lingering over him for the past 2 years. It was only when a tweet was made in July of 2025 that gained over 20 million views in a couple of days. That's only really when the rumours started to pick up global traction. Daniel Kaluuya's acting appearances have definitely decreased in recent years. The reasons for that, only he knows. Are they because of things behind the scenes? Or is it just a case that he's achieved everything in acting and he wants to pursue maybe passion projects? I personally think it's the latter, because he is still producing films, he's still directing films, and he's sort of now in a position where he can do whatever he wants on his own accord. 2024 was the first year of his career where he didn't star in any film or TV releases or any theatre, and it looks like 2025 could be the second, with nothing announced for the last few months of 2025. It could be back-to-back years of no Daniel Kaluuya. So what exactly is he doing now? Is he still working, or is he locked into some underground Illuminati cult? Well, his production company 59% Productions is partnering with A24 and Mattel to reimagine Barney and Friends. Barney, as in the massive purple dinosaur. As a live-action film, his role in the animated Spider-Man Spider-Verse films is still ongoing, and he's returning for a third film scheduled to release in June 2027, as well as also writing a standalone animated Spider-Punk spin-off for Sony Animations. And finally, he's filming an A24 feature alongside Chris Rock. I hope sometime soon he sits down to set the record straight, because until then, this is all just speculations and only time will tell. I've always seen Daniel Kaluuya as a nice guy. Maybe he just got mixed up in something too deep that he didn't see at the time. Maybe it's more than...
I mean, dude, that is fucking wild.
I think it's crazy that Get Out happened in his real life.
Yeah,
That's wild.
Yeah, dude, you let the fucking chick come in and she got a tattoo in the center of her head, motherfucker.
What did we say?
Now.
Full circle, face tattoos are not a good sign. That is
when I see someone with a tattoo giving me advice in the front of the head?
Yeah. Unless you're like
Indian and that's your marriage daughter or some shit.
Yeah, no, then that's cool. Then that's a vibe. I agree. But if you're not and you got that, what are you doing?
That is fucking wild. I mean, yeah. You know, that is some crazy shit.
That is also maybe something happened with sometimes people get to the top and they just definitely there's influence from that woman, but
yeah.
Who knows? Maybe he was done with Hollywood the way people think he should have been.
Yeah. Yeah, but dude, that Skins thing had some famous people in it. Because the dude who's Lex Luthor in Superman right now was in that. The dude from Slumdog Millionaire was in this. I mean, they've all done amazingly well. But he's the one who won the Oscar, you know?
Okay.
Crazy.
I mean, hey, he's still rich. He's doing fine.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter how much money you have.
If the man wants to join a cult, you
can't get into this spiritual shit where there's some spiritual advisor who's coming in and telling you hey, listen here, I need to take control of your life, okay? Let me help you make this decision. And you got everything working for you, at least, I mean, you probably don't think you do, but you do. You got everything working for you, let this woman come in and fuck shit up?
If somebody wants to join a cult because it makes them happy, if it's not hurting anybody else, let them join the cult.
You can't do that.
Why not? I mean, you can. What's going to stop you? You know what I'm saying? It's not illegal to be. It's not illegal to be in a cult.
Okay, firstly, let me tell you something.
You know, cult it up.
If I'm his agent, right? Now this is if I'm his agent, and I get a call from the set of No, right?
Yeah.
And they're telling me hey, dude, this dude's being difficult, blah 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 blah. And I know, wait a minute, that's not his personality. And now you're hanging out with this spiritual. Firstly, you need to be. She's
a spiritual gangster.
You need to be tapped into your actors anyway to know, okay, this is not normal, right? Mm-hmm. This woman's a fucking problem.
Yeah.
Then we need to visit this woman.
Do we believe in spiritual guidance people?
Who, me?
Yeah, do we
fucking me. Take that shit someplace else.
I kind of gave those. You gave those closed-minded vibes.
Yeah, you could say, hey, Daniel, she's making some bad decisions and stuff like that, but you don't want to do that. You don't want to be negative. I think you go directly to the source and be like, look, bitch, okay? I need you to leave this dude the fuck alone, okay? Now, here's a little bit of cash. Get your ass out of here.
Get your ass on the thing.
Okay, or you could not take the money. But then some shit. Well, hold on. Let me shut the fuck up. I'm just saying, no. There's only two ways this can end, because you can't fuck with my actor. You fucking with the business.
Oh, you mean you'd be crack knuckle up?
Yeah, you have to.
Because that's your money. That's your
bag. It ain't just the money.
No, it is. It's your bag at the end of the day, and you got to protect your bag.
It's not just the money. This dude is a role model to a lot of people. He's doing very well. She coming in with her fucking mystic bullshit. Mercury is in retrograde, whatever, fuck. Take your
Sometimes it is.
Yeah, take your fucking crystal stones, get the hell out of here, you know what I mean? And you just gotta figure out how to execute that.
Okay, I think this is how you execute it. Because as you I'm proud of that.
Go ahead.
No, I'm proud that we give bad advice. It's fun.
No, but I'm just saying, if you see a problem, you address it. And I don't think you address it with him.
No, here's how I think you could, if that was my client and I had to get the spiritual guide out of the way, I'd plant a spiritual guide that I pay. Someone that's more normal. I'm you gotta somehow run into them, make it natural. and be like, I feel like there's a bad spirit around you guiding you, and then just leave them alone. But like, I'm gonna make sure you run into them again, and I want you to say it again.
Let me tell you what spiritual dudes.
You gotta play with their mind. Make them think it was their decision. Let me tell you what these dudes have to do. Okay, this is how it works. If I'm Janessa's spiritual guide, right? Now, Janessa got a nice little successful career going on. Okay, the first thing I need to do is I need to remove the people around you because they can be telling you other shit. So I need your agent, your manager, your publicist fucking gone. I also need Lexi and Dana them gone as well. Because they, hold on, but listen to this, because they can be advising you differently. Like, hey, Janessa, I don't think this is right. So I need to convince They wouldn't like you.
None of these, I'm sure the people around him didn't like her. But what they do is erase everyone around you. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So they have full control now. There are no dissenting voices. That's the number one thing with a cult. If you look at Scientology, for instance.
Okay, that's a good example.
They don't want you talking to anyone who's not involved in Scientology. Because what they call them? Submissives or something like that?
Submissive.
You know what
docile
I mean? Because that's going to be problematic. So my thing is, you don't even say anything to Janessa, right?
Yeah, you can't say directly.
Yeah,
I agree with you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got to deal with your spiritual girl.
Somehow.
You know what I mean? What do you mean somehow?
People, because what if the spiritual leader backfires and then they go to the person, because they have control, mind control.
I know, but I mean, like, I'm just saying, it depends on who's doing the talking. Like, there's certain dudes who can send a message, you know what I mean?
I'm telling you, combat spiritual guidance with another spiritual guidance. Gotta come from a level that's
like what is it all my shit? No, there are dudes who do this. Like, what was that saying that? There are dudes who fucking do that. That is how dudes control you. Okay, if you're a woman,
I wouldn't be out here claiming that, DJ Bozak, and I wouldn't be out here supporting that.
And you got a guy who doesn't want you hanging out with any of your friends that you grew up with.
Nah, he's a fucking problem. Get rid of that loser.
Yeah, like they have to cut you off because you can't have any dissenting voices.
No.
You know what I mean? And I'm just saying.
If someone wants you to take you away from things you love and the people you love and people who have helped you make money, they're not good for you.
Yeah.
And that's on some,
But I'm telling you, there are people who would. I don't know who his agent was, but I'm pretty sure there are agents who would have people pay her a visit.
I was gonna say that's also another route, but I didn't want to choose violence.
You ain't choosing violence. You just being like, look here.
I would try my way first.
I don't know who you are with this bullshit. You gotta get the fuck out.
Yeah.
And the time to cut that off is early. Like if you're an agent and you manage one of these big boys, you gotta be like, wait a minute now. You can see how this can escalate. You need to get there before he go all the way in.
It is true.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he'll come back. Maybe he won't.
Yeah. I'm sure he'll be fine.
If he creates better movies, I don't care if he stays in a cult or not. You know what I'm saying? As long as he's putting something out there, adding to humanity.
Yeah.
Cult it up.
I'm sure he's out there still doing his thing.
He's doing his thing.
Daniel Kaluuya, whatever his name is.
You're butchering people's names left and right today.
Mm-hmm.